Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha Allah, koholoimla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yahkanan the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson praying that is edifying by the Spirit. Wanted to touch on this article. It says black Israelis mobilized for their country as soldiers, volunteers, and social media warriors. So there's no such thing as black people. You can clearly see this lady is not black. You know, she's like a ruddy type of color. You know, she's ruddy or like a reddish type of ruddy. You know, like a black, or a brownish type of ruddy. You know, she's almost about the color of her damn hair. But anyway, this is her right here. You know, I guess this is a better picture of her, of a better photo of her. She's got this TikTok video, and this is her right here. So let's see.
People and the proper same people love to use my skin color as an excuse to talk shit about my country. They are so in shock seeing a black person supporting Israel. Let me tell you something. When I say I stand with Israel, I mean I stand with my right to exist. I stand with my family and my friends. I'm a Jewish woman. And the fact that you didn't even know there are Jewish black people living in this earth is insane. And I was never converted to Judaism. I'm not adopted. I saw someone ask me in the comments if I'm adopted. No, I'm not. I was born Jewish to a Jewish mother. My mother, she's also a Jewish woman. She also was born to a Jewish mother. And all the way back, people are talking about how pearly.
And so, it's so many things to get out of this. Because when you see, they believe that your lineage goes by your mother, and it doesn't. Your lineage goes by your father, And let's get that real quick. There's so many things off in this thing we can go into. I've seen so many comments, you can get a few lessons out of this. But let's get this real quick, because she's basically talking about her mother. And I'm not sure if she's actually even a real Israelite. She could be a tear, or she could be a someone of another nation and just live there, and, because she's obviously confused as hell. But our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, because even some of those so-called white-looking Jewish people are Israelites. So, let's just pick this apart, Salakia. Let's pick it apart real quick, right? So let's go into the book of Numbers, chapter 1, and I'm going to start from the top here. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poll." So this is how it's done. It's by the house of your father, because your father, he carries the seed in his ball sack. The woman is like earth. She's like, like planting something like dirt, basically. The seed is planted into her. That dirt basically give the seed the nutrients it needs. And then the seed comes forth, and it's exactly what the father is. So all that Jewish thing about, mother, my mother is Jewish, my mother is Jewish, so that makes me Jewish. No, your seed line goes by your father. That shit don't even make no sense. And that's what those Israelis have done. They've flipped the whole thing. Pretty much overall, anything that they say is overall, it's a lie. They flipped everything around. They flipped everything around. Do you realize that just regular science will tell you that the sperm that's in a man's ball sack, those are already kids. Those are kids. The kid is just shot off into her, and she incubates that kid for 9 months or so, and then she spits that kid out. That kid is what the dad is. It's that simple. You go to verse 18. Let's get verse 18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their family. Now, your pedigree is an ancestry, right? Your pedigree, that's an ancestry. Right? Matter of fact, let's Google it. Let's see here. to find it in Google, right? The record of descent of an animal showing it to be purebred. And that's generally, like people that, they all these dogs that people buy, Shih Tzus and Pit Bulls and Rottweilers and all these different dogs. People want those dogs to be purebred. When they get paperwork, they want to be able to say that the female dog and the male dog was actually what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they can get the paperwork. That's how they make a lot of money off those dogs. Now, that's going off into a pet scenario. But see right here, number 2, this is the meaning that we need right here, number 2. This meaning. Let me highlight it a little bit. The recorded ancestry, especially upper class ancestry of a person or family. See? So this is what it's going off into. Now, when you get the similar words to it, ancestry, descent, lineage, line of descent, genealogy, family tree. See? So you get the point, right? Let's go back. So the pedigree, let me start back from the top on verse 18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families. So they declared their ancestry after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20-year-old and upward by their polls. So it goes by your father. It goes where it's simple, man. It's really kind of weird that people can be that goddamn silly. I mean, but they've been taught that. Those Israelis, they've been taught that from a very young age, and it's a thing that's, they're in control of the curriculum, so they can teach you and push what they want on their people. But it's common sense that the male he creates the if it wasn't for the male, with the seed in him, there wouldn't even, come on, bro. It's real simple. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but let's move on. Let me come back out of this and go back into it so we can get some more of what she's saying, right? And it's, just so damn ignorant, man. But you know what? Hey, our people are destroyed for that, man. I should have just read it.
People and the pro-passing people love to use my skin color as an excuse to talk shit about my country. They are so in shock seeing a black person supporting Israel. Let me tell you something. When I say I stand with Israel, I mean I stand with my right to exist. I stand with my family and my friends. I'm a Jewish woman. And the fact that you didn't even know there are Jewish black people living in this earth is insane. And I was never converted to Judaism. I'm not adopted. I saw someone ask me in the comments if I'm adopted. No, I'm not. I was born Jewish to a Jewish mother. My mother, she's also a Jewish woman. She also was born to a Jewish mother. And all the way back. People are talking about how poorly black people are treated in Israel and saying, well, they don't even like your girl. What are you doing there? Let me tell you something. When my grandparents lived all the way in Ethiopia, they were literally hunted and chased and hated just because they were Jews, just because of their religion. I live here in Israel my whole life, and I never felt hated. I never felt hunted just because I'm black.
Salakia. And I think she might be an Ethiopian. She just might be one of those Ethiopians, But anyway, you get the point. I don't even want to go no further with it. But now the comments are interesting.
Because I'm black. It's insane, right? And a lot, I know.
Salakia. She could be an Ethiopian. She kind of got that look. But we don't go by looks though. Skin color and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Because we do teach that Israelites look like all nations. There are Israelites in Japan, there are Israelites in China, there are Israelites in Cambodia, there are Israelites in Philippines, Israelites in America, South America, North America, you name it. Israelites are all over the planet because the Lord said that he would scatter us throughout the four corners of the earth. So we're everywhere. And everywhere that the Israelite man laid with women and sowed that seed, he slept with these women of the other nations. There are Israelites everywhere. So we do understand that. And she could actually be an Israelite, but you can clearly see she actually looks like she might be in the IDF. Because over there, they even make their women go to war. Or they make their women join the military. And that's not scriptural, because I just read it right here in Numbers. right here it says the census of Israel's warriors. Again, verse 1. Let me get verse 1 again. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poll, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. So it says men. Why would you want women to be in your? And this is not a bad looking chick. She's not bad looking at all. What do you think would happen to her if she was actually in war and she got caught? A prisoner of war, POW. What do you think is going to happen to her? They're going to ravage her, man. What do you think she's going to do out in the field for real? You know what I'm saying? I mean, is she going to really overpower some guy? It's 12-year-olds, 11, 8, man, it's kids, man, that'll overpower certain women, man. You see? So you can clearly see she's in the outfit. She looked like she's in a dorm. Maybe I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? But she appears to be like, because we do know that over there they do have to do at least 2 years of military service for Israel. And women being in, this is how you know that these people are not the real Israelites. Because if they were, they would be going by the law, statutes, and commandments. They would be under the new covenant, so to speak, since prophetic wise they're back in the land. And they would know all the laws, statutes, and commandments. So if they knew all the laws, statutes, and commandments, they would know that their women wouldn't be allowed to enter into no military. And also, there wouldn't even be no need for a military because there wouldn't be no more wars, according to the scriptures prophetically, once the real Israelites go into the land. So, just a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, we could play the rest of it. But it's a comment, it's a few comments that's in there that I wanted to touch on. So, let's rock with that. Let's see what's popping.
A lot of people comment, go back to where you came from. But this is exactly what I did. I came back to where my Jewish ass belonged to. So I belong in this fucking land. And I do not give a shit what you have to say about that. I seriously do not give a shit about that.
And so I'm willing to bet you she don't keep no law, statutes, or commandments at all. I'm willing to bet you that. She's probably over there eating kosher pig foot, smoking cigarettes, all kinds of, just whatever, man. Anyway, it was a comment that was kind of interesting in here too, though. This person, I kind of found this one to be interesting too because it says, well, you know what, maybe not her, I don't know. It says, while they're trying to deport y'all goofs, y'all forgot about that. And they are trying to deport so-called black. But you know what, I'm not sure of what sect, but anyway. This person he said, now this one right here was interesting too. It says the Jewish telegram is a one-sided view. Jews are not converts, but Jewish people are. And that's correct. That's correct. They are converts. And that means that you're converted. They run with with the Talmud, man. These people not with the Bible, man. They don't care nothing about them scriptures. They got their own rule book that they go by that they came up with because they not with them scriptures, man. The same person said this too. That was interesting. This person may be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? That may, that know some things. I've noticed they didn't mention one man that said the same thing. Of course. No, he says, of course, the women don't have the same outcome as men. And they don't. See, because it's a woman's world. Esau done gave the woman, because that's Eve and the serpent, man. They're like Batman and Robin, man. Shit out this boy, man. Shit. Come on, bro. They out this boy, man. They Scottie Pippen and Jordan, man. Straight up, man. Hey, the so-called black woman, she gonna get down with the so-called white man until his ass is out of power. He says, of course, the women don't have the same outcome as men. Black men are the apex, not the women. So it's no surprise that they don't feel discriminated against. Hell, in America, most black women don't feel oppressed. And they're exactly right. Black women have not been targeted and oppressed like black men worldwide. And this person, Mike Gibbs, of course, he's probably a damn simp. It says both black men and women are oppressed and targeted. Get your head out of the sand. You sound batshit crazy with that asinine comment. See, this Mike Gibbs guy, he's not understanding the fact that our women are not oppressed like how we are. The so-called white man been using the so-called black woman since the beginning of the whole slave shit. Just since the beginning of time, actually. He been using her to push us down. He's been using the so-called black woman to actually raise effeminate so-called black boys, so-called black men. So when the men come up, they worship the mama. They don't give a shit about their dads. They done pushed the dad out of the home. They gave him food stamps, gave him Section 8, gave him all these different things. And yeah, I mean, this guy's right. But you got people like this that don't understand. Of course, don't get me wrong. No, our whole nation of people are oppressed. Don't get me wrong. He's missing the point as far as what this man was talking about, as far as the so-called black man. They are the apex because they are the tribe of Judah. They are the lawgiver, man, in the scriptures, man. We are the ones that, hey, it's been it's been tough on us as a people, man. It's been tough, straight up. Let me see. This person says Israel needs to think long term because America is becoming less white and less religious, and Western Europe is also becoming less religious, and both America and Western Europe are becoming less dependent on oil, so interest in the Middle East will dwindle in the years to come. So yeah. Anyway, hey, Esau Edom is through anyway. This person says, be with them, black Jesus. No, the Lord's name is Yahweh, damn Jesus. See, y'all better start looking up some of these words, man. Start looking up some of this stuff. Because if you look up the letter J, just look up when the letter J was invented. It's going to tell you 1524. The letter J didn't exist when the Lord walked the earth. They was not calling him Jesus. So y'all better get rid of that, man, because that's idolatry. Like straight up, the letter J wasn't around it wasn't around. Just look it up. Just Google when was the letter J invented. And you're going to see the letter J was not around when the Lord walked the earth. So you had to ask yourself from there, well, what was they calling him? Now, to a lot of Christians, that don't even matter to them because they don't give a shit. They don't care. You Christians are very careless, man. They're very just silly as hell, man. Anyway. Okay, this person, the traveler, says, my father is a Jew. She's not Jewish as much as she might say it. She can say it until she turns purple. It won't make her any less black. Yeah, she probably over there twerking. She probably listening to Cardi B. I'm pretty certain of that. She probably over there living like a damn American. Straight up, man. It says, well, at least she's IDF. What are you doing for the defense of Israel? Well, she shouldn't be in no goddamn military. Why would I allow my daughters to fight, man? Like that, I mean, you got able-bodied men, but you would allow the women, but Israel is just it's no more than America, man. Really, I mean, it's just like America. Everything that's going on in America is the same thing that's going on over there. It's no holiness in that place, man. They're not keeping the scriptures. They're not going by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. And then they're talking about the prophecy has been fulfilled, and there's no. It's just wickedness, man. It's and people, it's crazy, bro. I can't find this comment that I wanted though, but I can pretty much quote it though. I was trying to see if I could find it, but I'm gonna end out anyway. I don't want to keep this long. But this guy, he basically he asked I'm trying to see. It don't matter though. I can just quote what the person said. Basically, what they asked was, "What's the difference between a Jew and Hebrew Israelites?" And I just, I left a comment back just explaining that Jew is short for Judah, and that's one tribe. Judah is one tribe. You would never hear these people. When was the last time you heard these people talk about any of the other 11 tribes? What they've done is they fooled the world into thinking that there's no, it's just the Jews. It's just Jewish. You ask the average person about any of that, they can't tell you that our forefather Jacob had 12 sons, and that consists of the 12 tribes of Israel. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me see something. I'm just gonna put it in there, and I know who knows? We might get an answer, we may not. I'm just gonna put in why doesn't the Jews mention the other tribes? Never put that in before, so I don't know. And ain't no telling. And you know they could have something where they're gonna get around it, whatever. Nope, don't see anything about it. Let me see. Yeah. But see, they don't understand that, when there was a separation in the kingdom, you had the southern kingdom and you had the northern kingdom. The southern kingdom was pretty much, the Jews, or what they would call, or Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's who they called Judah. The northern kingdom, when the kingdom was split during the reign of, it was after the death of Solomon, the kingdom was split. Then you had Israel, which is the northern kingdom, which had the rest of the tribes, your Asher, Zebulon, Issachar, so on and so forth. But they never mentioned any of these other tribes. You would never hear them talk about the tribe of Asher, or the tribe of Zebulon, or the tribe of Gad. You ask any of these people where these tribes, why don't you mention, why don't you ever, and matter of fact, you don't even hear about any of this stuff, man. Here this is Google. You're one of the hugest, you're the most successful search engines on the planet. I put in something like this, I should be getting better results than this, man. Matter of fact, let's try something different. I'm just gonna put in, where's the tribe of Asher? It says biblical sources are vague on the exact location of Asher's territory, and some Jewish See, there you go. Them so-called white people, Jewish scholars think the tribe may have been more mobile than others. See, they'll give you, some other, they'll give you some scenarios, but why aren't they all there? The scriptures, it goes, all the tribes should be there. Israel should be one again. It shouldn't be no southern kingdom, northern kingdom no more. It should be all Israel, and all the tribes should be in that land right now if they really were the people. Anyway, I don't want, like I said again, I don't want to keep it long. This shit is so, it's vexing, bro. The lies that these people tell. And then you got this chick, she's sitting there like she don't know what the hell she talking about. She don't know nothing about her heritage. I'm black. And she might be an Ethiopian though. She could be. She could be one of those Ethiopians. Because she did say that her family, was running, I was reading into it, I guess, supposedly people were after her family back in the day. Whatever the hell. Anyway, I'm going to end out there. You can clearly see the confusion that they cause, and the Lord is not the author of confusion, man. The scripture says that the Lord is plain and clear. If no one's asking these questions, no one is asking them, Jews, when you say Jews, do you mean all 12 tribes? Nothing, bro. You're not gonna get no answers out of these people. And you know what though? Opening this thing up, man. People are starting to really see what's going on. And you know what? And look at where this article is from now. Israel, Jewish Telegraphic Agency, right? This is one of their networks. Yeah, I didn't even read this part. She is in the IDF. She is a military personnel. She's in the military. Lilac Logan, an IDF commander with Jewish and Hebrew heritage, is an IDF commander with Jewish and Hebrew Israelite heritage. And you already know why they're doing that. Hebrew Israelite heritage. They don't even call themselves Hebrew Israelites. So where does this Hebrew, and that right there, see, that's crafty counsel right there. Those Israelis over there don't even call themselves Hebrews nor Israelites. They say they're Jewish or Israelis. So why is it? Check this out. This shit is retarded. An IDF commander with Jewish and Hebrew Israelite heritage. What the fuck is it? Why is there this separation? Jewish and Hebrew Israelite heritage? So are you an actual Jewish person that converted, or are you an actual Hebrew Israelite? That's the confusion right there, right? Has been posting videos about the war on Instagram where she has more than 25,000 followers. Now that I see this, I didn't peep this at first underneath this picture of her. Now I see what's popping. This is Esau. Matter of fact, let me get this scripture. This is Esau trying to throw trying to throw off the Hebrew Israelites that's here in the Americas, that's bringing this truth forth. From our apostles on down. We can see this now. See, you have to really realize that's why the scripture says never to trust thine enemy. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of their propaganda. We're not ignorant of the fact that they will use all kinds of media to try and deter the minds of the people. Look, you're not getting us like that, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has opened us up where we're not fooled, man. You're not fooling us. You can fool the masses. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's not supposed to get it. But you're not fooling the real men of the Lord, man, that's into this truth. You're not fooling us, man. I just peeped that. I didn't see it at first. In Salakia, I could have caught on to that to begin with. Because look again. They're separating her. Here you go. You got Jewish and Hebrew Israelite. Those are two separate things. The ISH on the end of Jew, that's pertaining to or to be like. That's Jewish. You're trying to be a Jew. We are the actual Jews. We're not Jewish. We're Hebrew Israelites from our respective tribes, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And we say so-called because those are social constructs that we have to break down, man. We are not these things that these people gave us when they colonized us, man. Fucking black is not no damn ethnicity, man. You can't fly to nowhere called black. You can't take a bus or a train to nowhere called black. But we can go to Israel, right? Here you go, you all the way over there. Motherfuckers is talking about black. How did that make it from America all the way over there? They don't push that throughout the world. Anybody, come on, bro. Because they don't want you Hebrew Israelites to actually know who you are, man. Y'all have to wake up, man. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.